This is 7 National News, and in our top story. The UAE's reshuffled cabinet met yesterday and was presided over by the UAE Vice-President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. In his address to the cabinet's first meeting, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid told ministers where their main responsibilities lay in serving Emiratis to work among them and focus on making their lives easier. His Highness also called for innovative strategies to tackle the national priorities of youth, knowledge and community development, and has asked the Cabinet to present a 100-day work plan for this. On the 8th of February, 8 new ministers were announced, 5 of which were women, including Ministers of State for Youth, Tolerance and Happiness. The new-look Cabinet was the largest revamp in the history of the federal government. In a letter published on Saturday, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed explained the reasons for the overhaul. He also stressed the need to learn from the unrest in the Middle East, the results of a failure to respond to the aspirations of young people, and the importance of providing them with opportunities to achieve their ambitions. The Cabinet on Sunday endorsed decrees to restructure the Ministerial Council for Services and rename it the Ministerial Development Council. New foundations were also set up, as were councils reporting to the Cabinet. These include the establishment of an Education and Human Resources Council, focusing on aligning education and human resources policy, the Emirates Youth Council, to be chaired by Shamma Al-Mazroui, Minister of State for Youth, to develop youth-related strategies and understand the views of younger citizens. It was also announced that the Emirates Scientists Council will be chaired by Sara Al-Amiri, Deputy Project Manager and Science Lead at the UAE Mars Mission. The Emirates Health Services Corporation was also formed to run and operate federal hospitals and health centres, and the Emirates School Education Corporation was set up to operate federal schools and kindergartens. Motorists will pay less for petrol for the 7th straight month, but diesel users will have to shell out a bit more. The Ministry of Energy has released the details of its fuel pricing for March, which saw Super 98 dropping nearly 7% compared with February to 1 dirhams 47 per litre. Special 95 is cheaper by 7.4% at 1 dirhams 36, and E Plus 91 will save motorists close to 8% on the fuel bills at 1 dirhams 29 per litre. Diesel, on the other hand, will have a slight increase of 2% to 1 dirhams 40 from last month's 1 dirhams 37 per litre. Typically, consumption increases with lower prices, but the ministry has reminded UAE residents to rationalise consumption to preserve the country's natural resources and to contribute to the government's efforts to reduce emissions. Fuel prices have dropped since the UAE announced that it would liberalise the pricing of fuel beginning in August. This led to many regional oil-rich countries re-evaluating subsidies as government budgets were squeezed by slumping oil prices. Residents of Dubai Marina will start to experience less traffic congestion after the Roads and Transport Authority announced that all left turns and U-turns along the Dubai Tram route will gradually be reopened. According to reports, the decision to close 5 junctions over a year ago has resulted in complaints from some residents in the area due to longer waiting times at traffic lights and extended journey times through the marina. Now, the first junction to reopen, according to a local report, will be at the intersection of Al Sayora and As Safuh roads in Jumeirah Beach residence and should happen on Wednesday, the 2nd of March. The remaining 4 intersections will be opened on June 1 and September 1. A spokesperson for the RTA said that the decision had been made as drivers have now become used to the movements of the tram, making turns at these intersections less dangerous. Developers of a new wastewater treatment pipe unveiled their unit in Dubai yesterday, which is aimed at offering a sustainable water recycling and treatment solution for homeowners as well as industrial companies. The prototype, developed by Biopipe, was unveiled during a press conference to announce their partnership agreement with Metito to market and sell the product across Asia and Africa. Developed by young Turkish entrepreneurs from the Swiss company Biopipe, panelists defined the new innovation as the world's first biological wastewater treatment pipe. Commenting during the launch ceremony, the developers added that 90% of the wastewater is not treated globally due to a lack of cost-efficient system. While elaborating on the solution offered, the co-CEO of Biopipe further stated that they have followed a similar process to that found in nature by placing the bacteria in the pipes, which can support the treatment process. Without revealing the cost of the unit, the spokespeople added that the circulation of water can take up to 2 to 4 hours as it goes through a filtration stage within the water pipe, after which the water can be used for organic farming, irrigation, or can be stored in a clean water tank.
In a very simple way, these are biofilm bacteria that are modified by us. So they are not naturally found in the nature. We modify them. We make them to live in our pipes. We give them the optimum conditions in the pipes. The whole world is going on with the activated sludge processes, that treating the wastewater with activated sludge. There are some tryings on biofilm processes, but in most of the cases they are not cost efficient. But in our system, that is very unique, that we treat the wastewater not in vertical way, but we treat the water in a horizontal way. So this makes our system very cost effective and also very high effluent qualities. So there were many tryings, but they weren't successful in these tryings, but we were successful in these tryings.
At the end of the day, we focus on regions that are the emerging markets of Asia and Africa, where water scarcity is at very high level. And not only that, industrialization is coming in with tremendous growth, population is increasing, the level of living standards is increasing, and of course tourism, like you see here, is becoming more and more. So the need for renewable water resources is very stressful and unprecedented. This technology, among many technologies that we have, we've been doing them, and for us the name of the game is recycle. You need to treat your sewage and reuse it for irrigation, for industrial makeup, thus reducing the pressure on your clean water that you keep it for the people.
Following a series of accidents involving fights and other practices by the students in the capital schools, Abu Dhabi education authorities have installed security cameras in 187 public schools, and the devices will be deployed in 73 more schools this year. According to a local daily, the plan is part of a strategy to ensure safety at the Emirates public schools and curb violence among students. A top official from the Abu Dhabi Education Council was quoted in the report as saying that the cameras will be installed in 73 more schools this year as part of the project's third phase, which will be completed in July. He also added that the last stage of the project, which was launched at the request of students' parents, would be finished in 2017. This project is carried out in coordination with the Abu Dhabi Police and the National Authority for Emergency, Crises and Disaster Management. It covers all parts of the schools, including the playfield, the sport halls, stairs, corridors, buses and places surrounding the school building. The UAE will join the international community in celebrating World Civil Defence Day, being marked this year under the theme Civil Defence and Modern Media. World Civil Defence Day was created by the International Civil Defence Organization in 1990 and is celebrated every year on the 1st of March. The day is an occasion for a variety of national events to increase levels of protective and preventive awareness, including conferences, radio and television debates, exhibitions, open days, and disaster prevention and simulation exercises. It also provides an opportunity to take stock of the development of civil protection structures and of the technical means and equipment currently available. In the UAE, the government traditionally has paid special attention to the day as a result of the remarkable progress seen in the country in terms of urban and demographic. According to officials, civil defense in the UAE has seen spectacular milestones in the areas of the building of professional capacities and the development of human resources, as well as the introduction of the most advanced civil defense equipment and engines. There are currently 106 civil defense centers in the UAE, with the country joining the membership of Executive Board of the International Civil Defense Organization in mid-December 2012. And finally, in the bulletin, the Middle East market for luxury yachts is expected to grow despite the current economic challenges. That's according to leading manufacturers during a press conference for the Dubai International Boatshow, which returns for its 24th edition this week. At a press conference, organisers and leading figures announced the details of this year's boat show, which will be held from the 1st to the 5th of March at the Dubai International Marine Club. Dubai is once again hosting some of the world's best super yachts, with 450 boats to be displayed throughout the 5-day event, featuring products of over 800 exhibitors from 55 different countries. Super Yacht Builders Association, the region's market, according to a report by Super Yacht Builders Association, the region's market for yachts above 40 meters has grown at an average of 6% annually from 2009 to 2015. Furthermore, the data also added that 55% of ultra-high net worth individuals are likely to buy a super yacht above 40 meters, labeling the region with the highest propensity to buy across the globe. Panelists also announced that the event will feature a total of 39 global and regional boat launches, including 4 yachts by UAE-based manufacturer Gulf Craft. Additionally, the regular participant from Italy, Mondo Marine, will display its super yacht for the first time, which has been sold to a local buyer.
For us, this area is very important. We see good potential. And we sell this boat to the owner coming from this area. And this boat was designed exactly for the Gulf with SFL design that is based in Dubai. So they know exactly what are the needs of the owner in this area. So we develop a boat specifically for those markets.
Boating and yachting in this region is not seen as a luxury industry. It's something that is a way of life. People do it like they watch TV or go out dining. And so boating is not something they see as something that they will drop if there's an economic or political uncertainty. It's still something they will do daily or weekly. And if we're talking about super yachts, the people who are buying those kind of yachts and luxury vessels, they're above the concern which most people have with regards to the economic uncertainty that is out there. These people, they may actually make money during a time like this because they have access to opportunities which you and I may not have access to.